Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the world of terrorism to explore the top 10 most notorious terrorist groups. These groups have shaped global security landscapes with their ideologies and actions. Let's delve into each one, starting with Al-Qaeda, founded in Afghanistan. Country of origin: Pakistan and Afghanistan. Leaders: Osama bin Laden, deceased; Ayman al-Zawahiri, current. Past attacks: September 11 attacks, 2001. U.S. Embassy bombings in Kenya and Tanzania, 1998. Primary targets: Western interests, U.S. and its allies. Objective: establish a global Islamic caliphate, expel Western influence. Weapons: explosives, suicide bombings, small arms. Next is ISIS, notorious for its brutality and territorial ambitions. Country of origin: Iraq and Syria. Leaders: Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, deceased; Abu Ibrahim al-Hashimi al-Qurashi, current. Past attacks: Siege of Mosul, 2014. Paris attacks, 2015. Istanbul airport attack, 2016. Recent attacks: smaller scale attacks in Syria and Iraq. Primary targets: anyone opposing their extremist ideology. Local populations. Objective: establish and expand a caliphate, enforce strict Sharia law. Weapons: small arms, improvised explosive devices, social media propaganda. The Taliban, rooted in Afghanistan with a resurgence in recent years. Country of origin: Afghanistan. Leaders: Mullah Hibatullah Khanzada, current. Mullah Omar, deceased. Past attacks: attack on Malala Yousafzai, 2012. Kabul hotel attack, 2018. Recent attacks: increased attacks on Afghan security forces and civilians. Primary targets: Afghan government, foreign troops, civilians opposed to their rule. Objective: implement strict Islamic rule, expel foreign forces. Weapons: small arms, suicide bombings, guerrilla tactics. In Nigeria, Boko Haram continues to terrorize with its extremist agenda. Country of origin: Nigeria. Leaders: Abu Bakr Shekau, deceased; Abu Musab al-Barnawi, current. Past attacks: Chibok school girls kidnapping, 2014. Kano bombings, 2012. Recent attacks: abductions, suicide bombings in northeastern Nigeria. Primary targets: Nigerian government, civilians, Western education. Objective: overthrow Nigerian government, establish Islamic State. Weapons: small arms, explosives, kidnappings. Moving to Lebanon, Hezbollah operates as both a political and militant force. Country of origin: Lebanon. Leaders: Hassan Nasrallah. Past attacks: attack on Israeli soldiers, 2006. Burgas bus bombing, 2012. Recent attacks: targeted operations in Syria supporting Assad regime. Primary targets: Israel, Western interests in the Middle East. Objective: protect Lebanese Shia interests, confront Israel, resist Western influence. Weapons: rockets, missiles, guerrilla warfare tactics. In Gaza, Hamas remains a key player in the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. Country of origin: Palestine, Gaza Strip. Leaders: Ismail Haniyeh. Past attacks: suicide bombings during Second Intifada, 2000 to 2005. Rocket attacks on Israel. Recent attacks: rocket attacks, border clashes with Israeli forces. Primary targets: Israeli civilians, military, political infrastructure. Objective: replace Israel with an Islamic Palestinian state, resist Israeli occupation. Weapons: rockets, mortars, guerrilla tactics. In Colombia, FARC has been a significant force in the country's history. Country of origin: Colombia. Leaders: Rodrigo Londono, Timochenko. Past attacks: capture of Colombian soldiers, 2008. Bombing of Club El Nogal, 2003. Recent attacks: reduced after peace agreement in 2016. Some dissident factions remain active. Primary targets: Colombian government, military, infrastructure, involvement in drug trafficking. Objective: overthrow Colombian government, establish Marxist regime. weapons, small arms, explosives, involvement in drug trafficking. In Turkey, the PKK continues its struggle for Kurdish independence. Country of origin: Turkey. Leaders: Abdullah Öcalan, imprisoned; Murat Karaman. Past attacks: Istanbul bombings, 2016; Ankara bombing, 2015. Recent attacks: continued attacks on Turkish security forces and infrastructure. Primary targets: Turkish government, security forces, infrastructure. Objective: Kurdish autonomy in Turkey, Iraq, Syria. Weapons: small arms, bombs, guerrilla tactics. In South Asia, Lashkar-e-Taiba remains a significant player in regional conflicts. Country of origin: Pakistan. Leaders: Hafiz Saeed, founder; Zakir Rehman Lakvi. Past attacks: Mumbai attacks, 2008; attack on Indian Parliament, 2001. Recent attacks: limited direct attacks, alleged involvement in regional unrest. Primary targets: Indian government, military, civilians in Kashmir. Objective: end Indian control of Kashmir. Establish Islamic rule. Weapons: small arms, grenades, sophisticated planning. Lashkar-e-Taiba is the main terrorist group in Pakistan, except that more major 5 groups operates from Pakistan. Those are Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Taiban, Lashkar-e-Jangvi, Haqqani Network, Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan. Lastly, in East Africa, Al-Shabaab poses a significant threat. Country of origin: Somalia. Leaders: Ahmed Umar, current; Mukhtar Abu Zubair, deceased. Past attacks: Westgate shopping mall attack in Nairobi, 2013; Mogadishu bombings. Recent attacks: continued attacks in Somalia and neighboring countries. Primary targets: Somali government, African Union forces, civilians. Objective: establish Sharia law in Somalia, expel foreign troops. Weapons: small arms, explosives, suicide bombings. These groups vary in objectives and methods, but all pose significant threats to global security, except those groups Iran, Sudan, Pakistan, Syria, where they're designated as a state sponsor of terrorism.